Hey, Dan Meyer here, and today we're going to talk about cultivating entrepreneurship. So the concept here came from something I saw on LinkedIn by a guy named Judson Garrett, who posted an article about how he tries to cultivate entrepreneurship in his college students that he has in his class. He's doing teaching. And I thought it was a good lesson because entrepreneurship is something that it's in all of us, but most of us never actually let it out. Most of us get stuck just working and never actually get to own their own business. And when you have an entrepreneurial mindset, even if you're not looking to do it right now, it's important to think about everything you're doing. How does it benefit you down the road? How can you have more impact? How can you grow more influence? How can you be able to accomplish more? And entrepreneurship is all about these kind of things. So I've worked with dozens of interns, and I've had a lot of younger staff members. In fact, all my employees are pretty much mostly Gen Z with a few millennials. I see in the people that I bring into my business and around me are the ones that are going to someday be entrepreneurs. So my biggest goal is to find people that I can help move from point A to point B, that we can go from somewhere where they're learning to when they're mastering to when they're actually then running their own show. I've got several success stories that I could talk about, people that I've seen do things like launch catering businesses or be successful in selling different products, that being successful as managers, being able to move up into corporate world and excel quite well. But my favorite stories are the ones that set up their own business. And so these are the things that when I read this article, I said, yes, that's true. Justin Garrett was onto something. He talked about 3 things that are super important for entrepreneurship. You have to have vision, you have to have grit, and you have to have adaptability. And I would say these are the same things I look for in employees, right? If I'm trying to bring on somebody to be a virtual assistant, I want them to be able to see things beyond just the job they're doing. I don't hire VAs just to do tasks. I hire VAs to become part of the client's business, to learn their voice, to see things through their eyes, to be an extension of the client, to basically be their right hand. That takes vision. It also takes grit because you have to keep trying. You have to not give up easily. You have to be able to see that you learn more from your failures than you do from your successes, that you have to constantly be learning. This ability to be persistent, this grit is what got me to where I am. If I had vision but no grit, I'd still be working at Wells Fargo, dreaming about someday doing my own thing. But the ability to sacrifice, to work hard, to be able to just push through no matter what the odds, that's grit. That's super important. So basically, adaptability really is like we all lived this last year. Basically, when 2020 started, most of us had a plan that we were starting to follow, whether it be we had our own business, we were thinking about launching our own business, or we're working in somebody else's business. We had a plan, and that probably went sideways for just about all of us. For me, it looked like this. I was doing mostly speaking from stage. I was mostly going out there and talking to small business owners in person to help them figure out how to hire a virtual assistant or to add more data analysis, to do more IT-related stuff in their business, to really, through the, either delegation or automation, to allow them to kind of scale what they're doing. But when the pandemic started, I pivoted completely to virtual staffing, and I've been able to grow my business. I actually have tripled my business since the beginning of the year, as far as the number of clients I have, the number of VAs I have under me, to be able to, basically adapt to the fact that more and more people are trying to figure out how to grow their business online, and they're figuring out that they don't have the skill sets or the time to do it alone. So they need a VA. So, this is really what I learned from this article by Judson Garrett. And really what I think that the key is that you want to cultivate entrepreneurship, right? You want to find entrepreneurs and bring them into your business, or you want to unlock the entrepreneur in you, or you want to do things that allow you to constantly think about where you're going. And this is the first of the key point, right? Vision. See something the market does not, or be able to solve a problem people have just started to identify. It requires an appetite for questioning the status quo, right? What's working now will not be what's working tomorrow. So you always want to be thinking what's going to work tomorrow. And just get out there and learn. Constantly read, watch videos, listen to and see what people are doing that's keeping them cutting edge. And one thing that I'll talk about real quick about VAs is that when you have a vision, it's hard to do it all yourself, right? You need a virtual team around you to help you execute that vision, to contribute not just what you can learn and do, but what your team in the aggregate can do. You can also delegate your learning. So if you have a vision that requires you to have a certain skill set or learn a certain app or a certain tool like project management, or you're trying to build out a website, you're trying to do e-commerce. If these aren't your strong suits, but they're part of your vision, you need to hire someone to do that, right? That's what Sonic VA is all about. We talk about how you should focus on what you do best and hire for all the rest. And vision is super important for that. The next one is grit, right? And grit's the ability to withstand failure and persevere. If you've been in business for more than 10 years yourself, you have grit, right? Most small businesses fail in the first couple years. Something like 80% of small businesses that are starting are failing. Something like 6 out of 10 businesses that are out there right now are either going to fail or at least shrink significantly. Being able to persevere, to overcome disappointment, confront the source of errors, get out there and keep going every day, to get up and do things. You got to be self-motivated, and you want to surround yourself with people that have grit. One of my successes is that most of my team, the key people in my business, they've got as much grit, if not more than I do. And they're able to persevere and keep going no matter how tough things may be. And they overcome obstacles. And that helps me as a business owner overcome obstacles for the business when you have people that are used to doing that. So grit's the second most important piece. And the third one that was mentioned was adaptability. Interact with the ever-changing world, right? Technology moves so quickly that every year, what we did last year is probably outdated. If we're trying to constantly be on the cutting edge, though, it can be overwhelming, especially when there's so many tools. Every day there's a new app. Every day there's a new tool about how to do something online, how to sell this, how to market this, how to be able to utilize this market, how to tap into this social media platform. Last year, the biggest thing was Instagram. This year it's TikTok. Who knows what it'll be next year? Adaptability. Again, hard to do on your own. Much easier to conquer if you have a team that you can delegate being adaptable to. Have them learn how to do TikTok videos. Don't do it yourself. In fact, I have a rule. I don't do a lot of social media myself because I'm 50, right? I'm already in the middle of my life and I don't understand what's coming in new as much as people that are younger than I do. And so I rely on people that are younger to me in my business to keep me being adaptable, to keep challenging me by showing me new things, doing things that I didn't understand, and being able to bring that into the business. So basically, you want to stretch yourself. You want to be able to stretch your business. And you need people who are willing to stretch themselves to do that. So that's really the 3 points, right? So vision is super important, grit is super important, and adaptability is super important. So if you find yourself, in a situation where you have these skills and you want to be able to get more people to help you do more in your business and you're looking for these skill sets, hire one of our VAs. Sonic VA is all about figuring out what you need, assessing what you need in your business and what skill sets you need to be able to complement what you're doing or to duplicate and multiply what you're doing. Whether it be Facebook ads or social media marketing or setting up a website or doing data entry or setting up appointments, getting you booked on media, doing market research, doing accounting, bookkeeping, basically anything you can do from a computer. We at Sonic VA, we allow you to be more consistent in how you do things by giving you an extra pair of hands. We allow you to have more clarity in your message because you have a second pair of eyes. And we allow you to build more certainty between you and your clients because there's more than one person running the show. So you have somebody that can work when you're sleeping, somebody that can double your hours basically. So just one virtual assistant will make your business more consistent, more clear, and more certain to your clients. Not necessarily for you, but for your clients. You want them to think that you are always doing great stuff. And having a great right-hand person can do that for you. So go ahead and drop a comment below or go to our website, sonicva.com. That's sonicva.com if you want to sign up for a Sonic VA. Basically, just tell us what the things that you want to get off your plate, the things that keep you busy, the things that have to get done but you don't be the ones doing. Give them to us. We'll take them. We'll find you the right VA, and we'll get you to the point where you are even more adaptable, able to demonstrate even more grit, and to be able to really, really dive into your vision. So that's my talk for today. Hope it helped. Now go out there and have a wonderful rest of your day.